Alright guys, here it is. This is the Renko and price action training. Alright, so first what I'm going to start with is getting this Renko bar right here put into your MetaTrader so that you can start using the trial offer. It's free, I think, for 2 weeks, and then you have to actually pay for it. What I suggest you guys do is team up as pairs of groups of 3. That way it's $15 a piece for you guys to use the indicator. Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your files, this folder, this big folder, and go to your downloads because I'm gonna send it to you through Facebook. All you should have to do is click on it and it'll go into your downloads. Alright, so then you're gonna go up to File on your MetaTrader and you're gonna go to Open Data folder, then click on MQL4 and then click on Indicators. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the other file or the other folder, grab the Renko bar and drag it and put it into your indicators folder. Now, I'm not going to do it because I already have it there, but that's the way you do it. You just release it right there in that other one. And then you close it out. And then you close out the entire MetaTrader platform. And then you open it back up. And then that's when you start putting it in here. And what you'll do is, let me find a market. See what it'll, okay, I'll show you. You'll find a market. Let me close this one up. You'll find a market like this. You'll go to M1. Then you're going to go to Insert Indicators. Then you're going to go down to Custom. And then you're going to find the Renko bar. You're going to click on that. You're going to make the output offline an M3. So it's an M3 chart. Go to Common. You're going to allow all DLL imports. And then you're going to press OK. When you do that, it's going to look like this right here. How you're seeing this. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Open Offline, and then you're going to find the one that you created. Like that was the USD JPY. So I would be looking for USD JPY M3, which is right there. I double click on that. It opens, and you will see this. You won't see this right away. You're going to see the grid on the back and everything. So what you're going to do when you see that grid is click F8 or function F8, depending on how your computer works. You're going to make all of your colors match. The background black, the foreground white. Foreground is these numbers and the time and date and all that. Your grid, what you're seeing is the lines in behind yours. Make that none. You can leave everything else the same. And then hit OK. And you'll see that, but you won't have these lines right here. I'm also going to send you the VB Bands 670. How I just showed you to put the Renko bar in there, you're going to put the VB Band 670 in the same folder, in the indicators folder on the MQL4 data folder. Okay? So that is what this is, these two lines. So with this indicator right here, what we're looking at is overbought or oversold. And what I like to do is get at least 50 to around 130 pips of it being overbought or oversold for me to take a position in the opposite direction. And the rule of this indicator right here is that once it goes a certain amount of pips on either direction, it has to pass through both of those lines again to become overbought or oversold again. So that's what you're going to do. But the only thing is this right here doesn't tell you when to get in. So that's where the price action is going to come into play. So if you're looking at USD JPY right here, you go to the regular candles, and this is USD JPY. Now, over here, it looks like it's going to go back up because of it coming up right there. I don't know who would, some would take a buy, some would take a sell. Well, you go back over here and you look at it, and you've got your last high and the last low, and then it came down, created that low, came back up and created a new high that was lower than the last high. So now that tells you that it's going down. It also created a cord of wood. That's another indicator, this right here, telling you that it's going down. So then you would get in on a sell. And if it came down, you got in on the sale and it came down to right here and turned around and started going the other way, then you just switch positions, hit the swap button and go the opposite direction. But that's simply it. This is going to allow you to get that entry that you're looking for. Because if the candles are going on a upward trend or a downward trend, and these candles over here on the Renko are telling you that it's going to be going in the opposite direction, say it's up here, say it's like at that candlestick right there, and you think, okay, it's going to turn and go down. Well, you go over here and you check these candles over here, and they say that it's still going up, then you know not to get in on a sale yet. You have to wait that out. So that's how you use that. You can do the resistance lines if that helps you best, or you put, hold on, you draw your lines on there at the last high and last low. So that was your last high and last low right there. And then you're going to come back up to that one. So that became your last high right there. So now we're seeing what's going on. So I would have gotten in on sale right here to see if it passed that last low. If it didn't pass that low, then it would turn around and go the other way. So then I would turn around and take the position the other direction. Alright guys, if you have any questions, just let me know. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't understand anything, just inbox me and make sure that you put in the group chat that you sent me a message, because my inbox gets full really fast. Alright guys, see you later.